Hey everybody, today is a rainy day here in Tennessee, and I got a project that I came across a couple days ago that I really want to share with you. I was totally inspired by May Made It Again. She did this trash to treasure or bin to beauty type craft a few days ago, and she took a piece of an old box and she covered it with decoupage book pages and just embellish the cardboard box like it would be a canvas. Well, I guess a few weeks ago, I came across what's probably the one and only wedding invitation that's left from when my husband and I got married, and this was a little over 14 years ago. And it's one of those things where I really wanted to preserve it. And when I saw her craft, I thought, you know, what a perfect way to do that and make it into like a mixed media piece and hang on the wall. So, and I'm in the process of redoing my living room, and it's all done in gold and creams and stuff like that. And that was the color of my wedding. And so I went to my craft room and dug around into some bases that I have, and I really didn't have a box like May did, but I did come across this oval stretched canvas. My mother was an artist, and this was not one of her best works, and so I don't mind covering up because I've got some things of hers that are a lot better than this. But this is just an old stretched canvas in oval, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to decoupage it with some sheet music. May used some kind of dictionary type paper, but I think that since mine is a wedding invitation, that music paper is sheet music is a little more romantic and it kind of fits in the theme. And also in my china cabinet, I came across this little bell that was we had during our wedding. I had ribbons printed up that said Brian and Cindy and had our wedding date. And so the colors of our wedding were cream and gold and just really kind of champagne color because it was a second marriage for both of us, and I didn't want everything, you know, crisp white. And so anyway, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and rip up this the sheet music into about the size of my palm and decoupage it onto the canvas. And I'm going to link May's inspirational video that I used below. So she went into detail how she decoupaged the canvas, and I'll let you look at her video if you don't know how to use Mod Podge. So anyway, when I get back with you, I'll have my canvas ready to start embellishing it with my different ribbons and pearls and things like that. Okay, I just want to show you that I do have my canvas Mod Podge now. I just, you know, ripped up the sheet music and tried to cover it around the edges. So I'm going to let that, I've got it elevated, and so I'm going to let that dry for probably the rest of today. And I'll get back with you tomorrow. These are some things I pulled just from my stash. I have a bunch of these string pearls. I did a craft room swap last year through May's Made It, and so did I website or Facebook page, and I swapped with a lady, and she sent me some of these beautiful Victorian embellishments that she makes herself, and so I think I need to incorporate those. Those just look so weddingy. And then I had a tube of rhinestones. I might put a few on there, a few little resin pieces, a couple little lovebirds. I have some of that printable burlap I may use for a mat for the invitation. I found this little cross ornament I have. I don't know, I may do something just to knock a little of the gold off. I may dry brush some pearl paint or something on there just to knock it off. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to set it all up, but that's a start. And so just want to give you a little update of what my next step was. Okay, it is the next day, and my canvas is totally dry with the sheet music. I have my embellishments here. I've kind of narrowed down of which ones I think I really want to use. I'm going to use some of the sticky tape to adhere my invitation together. And I mentioned this printable burlap. I want to show you what it is. This is a package from Walmart. It's called Creative Essentials. It comes with 3 sheets. I think it's like $3 for 3 sheets. But this is wonderful if you want to print something on burlap, or card making or scrapbooking. If you need a neat piece of burlap, you know, a lot of times when you're using burlap, it just kind of disintegrates and falls apart on you. But this is a really great product that you can just cut, and it just stays so nice and neat, and it gives you that burlap look that or the texture that, you know, you may need for a project. But anyway, also going to use I think I'm going to try this Aleene's Tacky Glue. This is kind of a stickier glue. And if I see that this isn't strong enough, I may break out the glue gun. I really just don't want it to be chunks of hot glue on there. So we'll see how this this glue is strong enough if it works. But anyway, I won't bore you with, I do know how I'm going to offset. I'm going to kind of tilt the invitation. I do know that, but I won't bore you with trying to play around and set the embellishments. So what I'm going to do is just play around with it here for the next hour and get everything set and glued and let it dry, and then I will show you the finished product hanging on the wall. So all right, I'll see you soon. Okay, here is my finished embellished canvas with our wedding invitation. I think it turned out really pretty. I wish the camera would give it more justice. I mean, it really is pretty. I'm looking forward to hanging this up in our living room because it will really match everything. I just kind of draped the pearls around like it is just, they're just kind of laying everywhere. I got a couple lovebirds right here, our initial for our last name, wedding rings. You know, our wedding had kind of a Victorian theme, so I just love that little embellishment with the tassel. And there's our bell with our printed ribbon, and I just love the cross and the flowers from our reception. And so I just think it turned out really pretty. It's this way I can enjoy this last invitation that I know exists, and I can look at it, and I just love it. So I want to thank May for doing a project somewhat similar, and just inspired me to take it in a little different direction. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.